The Easter bunny is a bunny who lays eggs. It's not natural. But
This is Woahman.
are you guys kidding me?
Literally no.
Oh my god!
Michelle.
This is Woahman. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Woahman. How was everyone's week? Wait, is there anything else interesting I had to say? Nope. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
No, wait, we should say Hoppy Easter.
Happy Easter,
Hoppy
everybody.
Esther.
Oh, Hoppy Esther.
Oh, that's cute.
Please cue a video of Esther
Do you guys do
jumping in
anything
bunnies.
specifically on Easter?
Don't talk to me about Easter.
Why will it stress you out? Do you do a lot of... She definitely does. If she said that, you do stuff with your
feel
family,
like
right?
You don't really agree with Easter.
No, I don't agree with Easter.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't do anything?
Well, it's a religious holiday, and I'm the least
Okay,
religious
yes.
person.
But I mean this in the same way that you
So she
celebrate
thinks
Christmas.
in a religious sense, it's
Christmas
pretty
is about
silly.
presents, not God.
No, if you think about it,
Don't
Heather-
take the Christ out of Christmas!
Oh my God.
Okay, but Esther, it's true though. If you think about it, like if you're not religious, Easter's like
I
it's
know,
dumb.
but that's what I meant towards Michelle. What do
Okay.
you do?
What do I do?
As a non-religious
We
person.
usually have a dinner with just like my close family. Like,
What do you
we'll
eat?
have, like-
Fish?
No, well, fish.
I feel
Is
like
that, a
everyone
religious
eats
thing?
fish.
No, we
I
have
just
turkey.
think people eat fish for
We have
Easter.
turkey. It's the only other time of the year that we get turkey. And I love turkey, so like I'm down for Easter in that sense. And then
Yeah, we get turkey
I
too,
still
actually.
somehow at 24 convinced my parents to do an Easter egg hunt, so we do that.
Wow, that's cute.
That's fun. We don't do that
Aw.
anymore, so
I don't think I ever did that as a child, other than like maybe at school.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
So Easter was
but
just
my
fully
nephew
religion
like
for you.
does it now. Not even that. Like, I think like the most we did was in Toronto. There's this place called the Queensway Cathedral that they put on a play every year. So like we would go to that a few times. It's like you pay for a ticket, you go watch the play. It's like the Easter story play. That was cool. They
What
had
does
real
this
live
have to do with
animals.
chocolate.
yeah.
You get chocolate at the end.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we used to do a
I'm
lot of
kidding.
that, like watching like the whole, or I was in like a
You know, I
play,
went to church
actually.
once. I went to church once on Easter.
Whoa!
I know. I need this to
Whoa.
be written down. Yeah. Michelle Bedley has stepped foot in a church. In the
think-
house of God. And he did not banish me.
She was not struck by
Flames
lightning.
with each step, yes.
I don't think we ever, I think maybe one year we ate turkey, but yeah, my family does not go big, it's not traditional, I don't think, for most Latin people. Most Latin people go all out. My sister tries to do stuff.
Layer of it because you are both religious and Latin. And I feel like every religious thing I know is different for you because of
The Latin
culture.
aspect. Yeah. I feel like this Easter I will probably not do much. We're actually going to probably celebrate the following weekend because that's when I think my whole family
But
might be
that's
free.
not when Jesus died.
No, it's not.
Is this when he
and
died?
apparently it changes every year. So
Is this when he
Yeah.
died, though?
it's when he got crucified. Yes,
And then he comes back to life on the Monday.
correct.
Dead on the Friday, alive on the
You're
Monday.
good.
Yeah,
That was
she's
really
like,
good.
actually, I know
stuff
all of
about it.
this.
I just...
I mean, otherwise, we have no chocolate to even.
Did you see all those Kinder Eggs at my house? Those are for the hunt.
Oh no, I didn't.
Aw,
that's cute.
so cute.
We should have
I
done the
wish-
hunt here.
My dad does them
In
in
this
like
room.
he does an adult hunt now. So like it's a hard hunt.
A hard hunt.
It's a hard
Oh,
hunt.
so it's
this-
challenging for
I
you
saw,
guys.
Yeah, exactly. I saw this like such a white person thing to do, but it was like all adult children at their parents' house for Easter, and they did a craft beer hunt.
Oh my God.
Yeah, their parents hid beers all around the backyard, and they were hunting for them.
That's funny. I mean, I would love to do an Easter egg hunt with
rum.
money.
With the
Oh,
money.
yeah.
Put some $20 bills and some plastic eggs. I'm gonna
$20
find that.
bills.
I'm sure
Yeah.
like there's some
Rich families.
100%.
that
I
do
think
that. She's
no.
like, I think I lived that.
I think
That's
that used
actually
to
what
be
we
my
do, yes.
Easter. Easter used to be fun for me as a kid because actually this was my favorite part of Easter was that we didn't just get chocolate, we also got like skipping ropes, hula hoops, like
Yeah,
butterfly
like spring
nets,
things, like spring stuff.
chalk, sidewalk chalk,
Wow.
like those balls that like Velcro stuck to.
Yeah, my
the pad.
babysitter actually, she used to do that too. She used to like buy us.
I didn't get
stuff
any
like
of
that.
this.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
my Easters as a kid were great,
Aww.
but not religious. Just the Easter Bunny is our god.
Oh my god. No.
And also our sponsor for today.
Have you met him? Do you hear him? It's the Easter Bunny.
But it's right.
And he supports this show.
So
With
thank you,
eggs.
Easter Bunny.
For all your eggs.
All of our listeners will be getting a Cadbury egg. Please go to woahman.com to
And
collect.
get yourselves a Cadbury egg. It says, whoa, egg.
I would like everybody listening to reach under your seat.
Oh my god. Okay, let's pull it together.
Okay, let's get it back on.
Let's bring it back.
I just wanted to actually, before we get any further in, commit to the listeners, and that is that I am going to stop saying the word like so frequently because it's A, annoying, and B, stupid. And I am neither of those things.
Yeah.
I am an intelligent, non-annoying human being, and I don't need to say the word like. So Brittany,
Yeah.
our video editor, is going to put a little ping
Every time she says
every
like.
time I say like, and
Yeah.
her too.
So funny story. I was gonna do that, but I'm actually not gonna do that anymore because that's a lot of work. Period.
I
yeah.
feel so sorry for you.
I was gonna low key join the challenge. I didn't know
She's
you
gonna
were
join
tell
the
everyone.
no like challenge.
All
Can
right.
you even do we need the word like in the English language ever unless we're comparing something? Like, do we ever need it outside of a comparison? Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, I like you.
Uh,
Okay, thank you. Moving right along.
Oh
Brittany, how
wow,
was your
she
week?
shut that down.
oh.
Yeah. I like you.
So, just wrapping up, like, that's going to be the challenge for this week. Also, I'm going to make a commitment on a different level that Brittany does not need to track. I need to stop swearing, guys. It's become a problem. I need to not throw so many F-bombs out because I'm a cultured lady.
I mean, that's your personal preference. If you
That's
like
my
to
personal
swear,
preference.
that's totally fine too.
And you know all those articles that are like, people who swear proven to be 5 times more intelligent. And I'm like, I like that article, but I do need to stop because it is a problem in the workplace
Oh,
and
gosh.
at home.
And this is a workplace.
And this is a workplace
Yeah,
because
it's a
we gotta
problem.
work. Anyways,
Wow, Michelle, you've changed so much over Easter. You're so much better now. Because she's not
thank
swearing.
you. Oh yeah, I did it for God, aka the Easter Bunny.
Oh my.
All right.
Great.
Wrap it up.
All right, guys. So I know it's Easter Monday, but you know what else it is this week?
What?
Endgame release week. That's what it's called, right?
Avengers Endgame.
Ah, Avengers
I
Endgame.
love how this girl is talking about this.
Okay, I will just go ahead, throw myself out there. I don't watch any of the Marvel movies, not even because I don't like them. I've just never. I
You just
feel like
truly said pop culture. What is that?
Not into it.
it's so bad, and honestly, I feel like the closer it's come to this date, which like I will say, I'm gonna go see this movie because my friend had tickets that for 2 people who couldn't go, so me and Kevin are going, and it's just happening, and I'm like happy low key. I realized there was like some type of endorphin release in my brain that was like, I'm going to be a part of that night that everyone so like desperately wants to be a part of. The people who are really invested in this
Yeah.
are dying to go to this. Like tickets like sold out so quickly, and now
Not to mention in New York, they're selling them for like $9,000.
yeah, like
Are you kidding
disgusting
me?
amount of money.
14 grand.
Wow.
I've seen.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like I guess I'm pretty special.
Yes, I'm pretty special.
But I know a lot of people who are definitely going to experience the next thing and the main topic for today, and that is FOMO. A lot of people are going to be experiencing FOMO.
Stands for everyone, for only Michelle's own. That's what it stands for. probably.
Trademark.
Trademark.
FOMO, fear of missing out, the true meaning of this abbreviation.
Yeah.
We all know it. We've all had it.
We know it well.
I Googled it and I got 2 different definitions, both generally the same, but I want to read both because they both touch on different parts of FOMO. So this is the Google definition. Anxiety that an exciting or interesting event may currently be happening elsewhere, often aroused by posts seen on a social media website. And then the second definition is fear of missing out is a pervasive apprehension that others might be having rewarding experiences from which one is absent. This social anxiety is characterized by a desire to stay continually connected with what others are doing, and it's prominent in Western society.
Ugh, I hate that. Could you imagine? The first definition that's like, what did it say? Just like anxiety that other events may be happening somewhere else. Imagine you're just laying in bed at night and you're like, it's
Things are
daytime right
happening.
now in Australia and I bet you somebody's doing something really cool and I'm not a part of it. Like,
Yeah, that's like to the extreme.
People getting FOMO for people celebrating New Year's in other countries before us.
literally, they're like, oh my god, the ball's already dropped.
But maybe people actually like have like a slight feeling, like they actually think about that.
Like,
that
oh my-
thought may cross their brain. Where they're like,
Wow. That's deep though, like a severe
there's people
disorder.
who are like they're like afraid to go to sleep because they're afraid of missing out.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
So it's like a
Well, even people who oh my gosh, I just remembered a funny story where like Kevin as a kid, for new listeners, that's my BF, my best friend and boyfriend.
Aww.
So cute.
Except I thought we were her.
I was like,
My soul sisters.
Oh, okay.
He slept through Halloween one year as a kid and woke up like hysterical. And like, yeah, that's just sadness. But also in a sense, it's like, you know, you're going to go to school the next day and
everyone's
everyone
gonna be like, what did you do last night? You're gonna be like,
I slept.
I feel like that fear is always greater than the actual result of it.
No,
'Cause
it's
nobody
never.
ever asks you, hey, like, how was your Halloween?
give me a detailed
Yeah.
rundown.
description. Yeah, like, oh, like, no, you weren't. It sounds like, did you sleep through it? Like, nobody's ever gonna
No.
figure you out.
You could
Like,
really
could
just be like,
oh,
nothing
it's
much.
good, got a lot of candy. Then they'll move it right along, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, like you could fully lie about it, or if you don't lie about it, what you're saying, like if you actually did experience it, like
No, yeah, I'm just saying, like, I feel like that is the fear that a lot of people have of missing out on something, is not being able to be part of the jokes and the conversations the next day. And I know, like, I used to have it in high school when I actually, like, I'm going to straight up say I never had it that bad. I know a lot of people who were, like, serious, could not fathom the idea of missing an event. And, like, I fully would not go to parties all the time because I was like, no thanks. But there were definitely times where I saw people hanging out without me and I was like, oh great, like now tomorrow at lunch they're gonna have all these inside jokes that I'm not a part of because I didn't go to that.
Yeah,
or I
that
wasn't
was me.
invited
I
to
had
that.
it bad in high school.
wow, so self-admitting.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Well, no, because I feel like it took a really bad experience to make me like wake up and be like, listen, it's
Like,
not
what are
that
you-
serious.
Wow.
So I got in a car accident.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know this, anyways.
No, but I didn't. I
No,
could
but-
never imagine that
no.
FOMO was related to
yeah,
this.
no, it came from the fact that like one, I was like super tired, like I didn't really like. It was a long day for me, and I like there was a bunch of people meeting up at somebody's house. It was not like a big deal. It wasn't a party or anything, but like that part of me still felt like, oh, I have to go. Like I don't want to like miss out. Obviously, that's not why it happened, but it made me realize that you know,
you
like
push your
sometimes,
limits too far.
I really
Yeah.
did push my limits, and I was like, you know what, like. When you have that feeling of like, oh, you know, I don't really want to go. Like, it's okay to be like, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Because you never really know. Maybe that's like a gut feeling, the universe, like whatever
Doesn't
you want
want
to
you to
believe
go.
in, like
Yeah.
is telling you not to do something. You know.
I feel like a lot of people still struggle to this day because I feel like definitely like we were like all saying like a lot of high school kids get it, like that's kind of where it starts, and especially like in the social media age when you can see everyone on Insta stories at a party that you're not
Yeah.
at, and it
Yeah.
looks so fun, right? Like it always looks more fun than it is.
Oh
That's
my
like
God,
the other
I
thing
know.
about social
Yeah.
media,
And
is
I
it's like,
hate that.
you see your girlfriends like out there like on stories like being like oh my god, and then if you were like actually there, you would know that like so and so puked a million times and like somebody got their
Dad,
purse
that's
stolen and like
true.
Yeah,
it
there's-
wasn't a great night overall.
There's totally the other side of it, which is
Yeah.
so funny because then there's the people who like are almost like deliberately trying to make people feel left out or
Yes.
feel like they're missing out.
Yeah.
You know, you're putting up the snaps. You're like, oh, we gotta make it look like it's real cool. And you're like, there's people who think that. You know?
Yeah,
They don't
yeah.
want to make it look like they went to something and it was a flop. Like, they don't want to make it look like you made the better decision by staying at home. You know, you always want to make it the other person feel like they did miss out.
Yeah.
Which is like that awful, like, I don't even know.
Two-facedness of
Yeah,
it all.
like
I hate that so much. And I think that this is so interesting that like the definitions fully touch on the social media aspect of it. In a lot of ways, I like the whole you experiencing it for the first time in high school and it gradually getting worse. I don't think it would gradually get worse if we didn't have social media. Like, and the fact that if you really think about it, like businesses are fully like feeding into this, like the happy place. Oh my God, when that was happening, I was like, I almost purposely told myself I will never go to the happy place because everyone is going. Like, I was trying to fight the FOMO so hard that I was like, I will never go. And like, I had friends that wanted to go with me. Like, we almost went to do our shoot there. And I was like, oh, well, I told one person that I'd go with them. And if I go with you, then I have to go with both. And that's a whole nother aspect of FOMO that's like, if I went myself personally, I'm just like, I'd rather just not do anything because I'm gonna get FOMO really bad, and at the same time I want to fight it by just not going at all. It's really weird. That's not real FOMO. I don't think. I think real FOMO is giving into it and like
going
I because you just can't miss out.
A lot of people's lives, like a lot of people grow up into adults who like can't miss out and will waste their finances, will waste their like time, and really allow this kind of like fear, like literal fear of missing out to control their lives in the sense that like they probably can't afford it and they might not even, they just feel so strongly that they have to attend.
That's like the number one like club culture, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like people go out and like they cannot afford to be spending money like that, like on bottle service and that kind of thing. But you go because you feel like you're going to be missing out on like the turn up, the weekend turn up, like, you know, like it's the weekend, it's Friday, what are you doing?
I feel like on top of that, social media also kind of, once you're there, it makes you feel like I already came out and I'm having this time and now I need to make it an experience, and people are obsessed with getting the experience. So it's like and posting the experience. Exactly. And that's what it's about. It's about like showing other people that you were there, A, you were cool enough to be at that place, and then B, you got a picture or a video in this amazing setting that was the experience. And even like Coachella is, or just was last weekend, and so many people are gonna have like extreme FOMO for not being able to go to
especially imagine being a paid content creator.
That's like the extreme, I think, Coachella, because I think they make the entire world feel like they're missing out on this festival. Like when so many people go and be like, you know, it's not that good, but what it looks like on social media to the rest of the world, it looks like the best time of your life. Like, even I have fallen victim to be like, oh, I wonder how much it is. You know, I look it up and I'm like, what's it like? I'm like, that's crazy expensive. Like, it better be worth it, you know?
Yeah. I think a lot of the people who actually suffer from FOMO as adults and let it kind of control their lives actually convince themselves that those experiences were amazing and life-changing.
Yeah, like play the narrative, change the narrative completely in their mind to what it was.
Like leave out the bad moments.
That's crazy, but I think that's very true.
Sweating your butt off at a festival and not being able to have access to clean water for however long, and standing in a puddle because it just rained, and being so sunburned and starving and your MDMA is wearing off. All of that is like replaced for that one moment when Beyonce was singing and you were having a fun time.
And you got that Snapchat story
of her being close to you or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the sick part about it. And that's what you're saying. Like when you said it was a social anxiety, it is truly fed on like by social media and by other people.
And it kind of ruins like if you genuinely want to do something, you know? Like if you actually just want to go to a festival, or if you actually just want to go to the happy place because you take pictures.
Yeah, because I don't even know at this point. See, like I said, I don't want to say I truly suffer from FOMO, not because like I don't feel like, oh, I'm better than you if I don't suffer from FOMO. It's not that. It's that I think to truly be a victim to FOMO it's because you're giving in every time. And I know as an adult, I've grown into myself and I don't give in every time. Like, I've really grown to say no to a lot of things that I know I can't afford. But it's messed up to think that I don't even know if, for example, the Happy Place, things like that, I don't know if I would genuinely like them, or if it's just me tricking myself into believing that I want to be there because everyone else is going there. Like, do I really like the Happy Place? Did I genuinely have an interest in this, or do I want to just go because everyone else is going? That's almost takes away your identity.
And that's the social media aspect of it. And also, like, I feel like a lot of people who are those people who will always go out, who will always say yes, and they, like I said, they kind of convince themselves that, like, oh, like, this is what life is about. It's about the experience. Like, if I'm not going, why am I living? And it's like, that is kind of a problematic way of thinking, because, I mean, I don't know, who am I to say that it's problematic, but for me it's problematic because I don't think life is about the experience. As long as you are doing
things because you want to do it, you know, and like you are choosing the experiences because you want to experience them, not because you feel like you need to share them with social your media. Followers, or because you need to be included in other things that other people are doing. Then, you know, I think it's healthy. Okay. I think it's healthy. I
think something that I've come to realize being more of an adult is that when I'm having the best time, I'm not on my phone.
That's true.
Pictures, you know?
And it sounds so like, oh, like parents always say, like, get off your phone, but it's true. Like, all the times, like, perfect example, I went to Mexico in September, broke my phone day 2 there.
Oh my God.
Honestly, I've never had, like, so much fun on a trip in my life, just because I didn't have that feeling of, like, oh, check my phone. Like, you had Wi-Fi, but, like, I couldn't check my phone. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even browse through my own pictures, like, you know what I mean? And just, like, do mindless things. Like, I was so, like, just, like, present.
In the moment,
all the time.
That's
and I was
amazing.
like, wow, like, this was a lot of fun. And I didn't take a single picture. But I'm like, I'm actually okay with it. Like,
It's like your memory. And it's your experience. And that's what it is. That's what it's about at the end of the day.
For those of you who actually do see your FOMO as like a problem that's ruling your life, because it can get that extreme to some people, I did find this article that lists 7 ways you can like combat your FOMO, because like the definitions say they're kind of a form of social anxiety. So I'll just read them out to you quickly. The first one is realize that you might not actually be missing out, which is true. A lot of the time you're not, and people are going to make it look better than what it seems, like we were saying. Avoid overusing social media. So don't check your feed while this is going on if you're not going home.
Seriously, if there's a night where, and like I would do this in high school, I think more so when I had it, where if there was a party going on or something like that, I'm turning my phone off. I'm going to be like, this is my night. I didn't go. Or I wasn't invited or whatever. And I'm going to find a movie on my laptop and order in whatever, get a sub or something, and turn my phone off and just enjoy my own night. Because it's just going to make me more miserable to keep refreshing social media and see what I'm missing out on.
Yeah, like imagine saying knowing something and then basically it's like you were there because you were on your phone the whole time looking for those updates. It's crazy. The number 3 is don't be so hard on yourself for staying in, which true, like you might have regret after and like beat yourself up about it, like I shouldn't have.
I am so comfortable.
Consider if you're the cause of your own FOMO. By this I mean, are you saying no to everything your friends ask you to participate in, even when you have nothing else going on, and then feel FOMO that you're not present with them?
Oh, those people I never understand. Those people who are like, you guys never invite me out, I never get invited to anything, and then their friends make the effort to step up and start inviting them, and they keep saying no. It's like,
don't feel FOMO then. Like, you're saying
you don't get to complain. We invited you.
Exactly.
It's fully in your hands if you'd like to come or not.
Number 5 is host a party or plan a group outing. So you can be fully in charge of your experience, which is a really good one, actually.
Yeah, because, like, I know there's a lot of times where maybe, I know I felt like I didn't want to go out with my friends because I didn't like the experience or what they were doing. So I felt like I was always taking myself out, but I still felt left out because I'm not seeing them. But I just don't want to do that activity. So, yeah, I think taking it into your own hands and being like, you know what, like, hey, do you guys want to do this with me? Like, you know, would, like, make all the difference.
No, I love that.
Would you like to join my party?
They fully just invited you somewhere. But wait, would you like to come to my party? Number 6, be okay with not being able to do it all because we're human and not robots. And number 7, ask yourself if your FOMO is about something bigger. Are you simply annoyed that you said no to a party invite and managed to infuriate yourself looking at the pictures? Then no need to look beyond it. However, if your mind is going all sorts of places due to the FOMO, like now you're questioning whether you're happy with the friends you currently have, then it might be deeper than just FOMO.
Yikes.
That's
Wow.
deep. That was really
Very
deep.
deep.
Well, I mean, I definitely agree that it comes in different ways. It's obviously, it could be party related, activity related, even movie related. Like you were saying, a lot of people want to go to the Avengers and see it that night and will pay the money to see it that night to not be left out of the conversation. But I think at the end of the day, we all need to realize that there are more important things in the world than being able to talk about the coolest thing. That doesn't make you the coolest person.
Yeah.
I agree. And I just think that you will just find yourself happier when you're making decisions based on things you actually want to do.
Agreed.
So
It's like a form of self-care and self-love. Like being able to recognize, being able to recognize when you should go and when you can't go.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I hope this episode gives you all FOMO. I'm kidding.
Oh my god, that's rude.
Okay, all right, guys. Guess what time it is? Oh, God.
Oh god,
Gotta
it's
go.
the Easter Bunny time.
It's Easter Bunny time.
Our sponsor.
Our sponsor, the Easter Bunny.
No, it's not. It's time for...
Fake news or not.
Wow.
Everybody just tuned out, and I don't blame them.
Yeah, they actually said, honestly, I'm going to listen to
It's
this
like,
later.
wow,
The
thanks
sound
for
waves.
making my ears bleed.
Honestly, maybe we'll just take that and we'll just
Some.
make that the official one forever and ever. Amen.
We should probably just have an official intro and not just repeat the same thing every
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyways, there you go. There's
Cool.
a thought.
Cool.
Okay, so in case you guys don't know, I'm going to explain how the game works. So we had a little bit of a switcheroony last round.
And I don't know
We're
the
gonna
score.
We're going to come right back to the OG, the original. I'm going to give you 3 headlines.
Whoa.
One of them is correct.
I didn't even listen to the
One
news
is
gotta
today.
tell me.
correct.
You got to tell me which one is the right one. Okay?
Gotti.
Gotti?
Gotti.
Gotti, Geedim, Goody.
Growing
Okay.
up gaudy.
All right. First headline.
Okay.
A college student scams Samsung of almost $900,000 with fake phones.
I wish I
Okay.
could scam my phone company.
Number 2. Kim Kardashian is studying to become a lawyer.
Oh.
Whoa. Some of us listen to the news.
That says a lot for our society. And number 3 is
true.
Beverly Hills Hotel set to pay $12 million settlement after sharing private info with ICE.
Ice.
It's a
Ice,
private
baby.
investigation
Oh, okay.
company,
Yeah.
government company.
Yeah, it's the government
organization.
people who are holding everyone at the borders.
Yes.
Oh.
Got it. Okay, I'm gonna go with. I think they're all true. One is definitely true, and the other 2 are definitely false. Okay. I think
There you have it, kids.
I know what Esther's gonna choose, but I'm gonna choose differently.
Okay.
Because I don't. Whatever. Esther's gonna win now. It's not
I
fair.
am.
It's not freaking.
We
All
can
right.
both be winners
No, no, no,
together.
no, 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 no. I'm gonna make my choice, and I'm gonna
Be
say
a loser.
that it is the last one.
The last one.
Esther's gonna say the Kim K one.
I am.
All right. Drum roll.
Drum roll.
Yeah, it was Esther. Esther got it right. And that says a lot that you guys were listening to the news and the news made sure
Esther actually showed
to let
me
us know about Kim Kardashian
potentially being a lawyer.
potentially being a
Yes.
lawyer.
Where
We
did
were
I see
talking
that?
about this
I think
earlier.
I saw it on Instagram today, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw it actually today on Instagram, and I was like,
Yeah.
And Esther was saying she was always going to follow in the footsteps of her dad. And
Yeah.
I was saying, but first she needed a quick sex tape just to see where that would take her.
just to try it out.
Just to try it
Secure
out.
the bag first,
Yeah.
and then have
She
some
said,
fun
Ray
being a
J,
lawyer.
tomorrow I start law school, but tonight, come on over.
Oh my god. God.
All right. So, yeah. Congratulations, Esther.
Congratulations to Kim as well.
So, the other ones were somewhat true. I just changed them
boy.
around a bit. So, I'll tell you the full headlines.
We're also not going to give Esther a point on that.
Why?
Because she doesn't deserve it.
I will get Kim to defend me on this case.
Oh, good one. Because she's going to
Good
become
one.
a lawyer eventually.
All right, we'll start with Kim K. if you
not.
guys did not hear about it.
Why would
in the
she
news.
ever do hard work to become a lawyer when she owns a trillion companies?
I have no idea, but apparently the full headline actually is Kim Kardashian is studying to become a lawyer, plans on taking the bar exam in 2022, which I guess is
That's
a
like
law
3 years
exam.
away. Yeah, that's the law exam.
Yeah.
The bar.
I remember, I think I learned that in Suits.
Yeah, me too.
You're
I
right.
mean,
I was
I
like,
think
I've
I
heard
knew
that
before Suits, but Suits definitely talked about it all the time.
Yeah, they did.
Honestly, I'm not going to give you guys much information on it
Please
because
don't.
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
The title says
And it's
enough.
probably not real.
Yeah,
either.
and I was gonna say, I'm like, and who knows if it's real? So we'll just wait and see. So the other headlines were, So the real headline for the Beverly Hills Hotel one was actually not the Beverly Hills Hotel. It was Motel 6. Motel 6 will pay $12 million in settlement after sharing guest information with Vice. So this is the crazy thing.
Why
about
did
this
they
story.
do that?
Yeah. So apparently they've been doing this for like the past, between February 2015
Okay. 4
to
years.
September
so long.
2
2017.
Okay.
Okay.
So 2 years.
Yeah, and apparently, yeah, they were directed to give information with Latino sounding names, according to the Washington State Attorney.
No.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's
the
so
government is so
mean.
corrupt.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I
It's
know.
because they automatically assume if they're staying at this hotel, they must not have a real place to live. They must be hiding. They must be deported.
yeah, exactly.
Why is
Yeah.
everyone so scared of Latinos?
I
Look
mean,
at this one.
I don't- Look at this
She's
one.
perfectly safe.
She's perfectly
She
safe and
doesn't
sound.
bite. She doesn't do anything.
I know.
Thank
She's
you.
the bestest.
No,
okay.
that's crazy, man.
Yeah,
That's
right?
serious.
I know, that's like so heartbreaking to me because I'm like, they've been doing that, like low key, and like I feel like 2015 that wasn't even like a conversation, but it was something that they were just, here you go,
Yeah, wow.
here's the info you need, immigration.
Did you add Beverly Hills Hotel because of all their drama with
Yes,
Ellen?
and that's actually I literally threw that in there to kind of throw you guys off with.
That's
the whole
why I thought it might
boycott.
be real. That's why I guessed that one. Yeah, because it was boycotting Beverly Hills Hotel.
I
and a
think
bunch of
it's
other
so
chains.
cool whenever Ellen says something because I just feel like the world really backs her
They do.
whenever she says something. Like, that's a big deal for Ellen. And also, Ellen is like for good cause always, but like not always like that harsh, controversial news. And this is super like she did not care whose feelings she was gonna hurt. She's like, I need to use my platform to say this. So
Well, she
Yeah.
struggled with being gay.
Yeah.
She's had to face so much backlash on it.
yeah. So
honestly,
it's
like
cool.
just the fact that like people are being stoned alone, just like
that's
Oh yeah.
it's just
so
Like, not
is
even-
this are we cavemen? Like
Yeah.
what? Like
Yeah.
that is crazy to
Horrific.
me. Crazy to me.
yeah, crazy. Anyway, so final one was two college students allegedly scammed Apple out of almost 900,000 with fake iPhones. So apparently what they were doing was these two college students, they had some plug across the border in Japan.
Across the border.
And
Across the
ocean.
border.
Across the border.
All borders and oceans.
All borders and oceans. Anyways, in Japan, sending over fake iPhones, and then they were essentially committing like, what's it called? Like fraud with,
Wow.
Returning them.
with returning them.
Do I
And
feel sorry for
reselling them.
Apple? No.
No,
Nope.
which is why I was really like, well,
No.
who cares,
no,
Apple?
no.
You're fine.
No.
Just sucks that you guys got caught. You pushed it too far.
Yeah, you guys went too far. You guys really 900,000.
They tried it.
You guys should have
Stopped at round 5.
maybe done something with the money.
5 phones.
No, 500,000. 5. You should have stopped after
500,000.
5 phones.
Yeah, 500,000. Maybe start a business or something.
Next time.
Okay, guys, welcome back. It's my segment now. It's my turn to shine.
No.
They hate it when I say that. Hey guys, welcome back. Please keep all these intros in. Hey guys, welcome back.
Hey,
Hey guys, Are you guys there? Welcome back. It's time for Woman of the Week. And this week, I am doing...
A lot.
No, I'm just kidding. This week... Oh, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure
I
we told you to turn your
Listen,
sound off.
we all got carried away
Okay.
on our
cool.
little break.
We're gonna... From the top.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Hey, guys.
Never said that before. This week of... Huh? Hey guys, welcome back.
Hey.
On this week's Woman of the Week, Esther is finding me hilarious. Also, this week's Woman of the Week is a topic that I find very interesting, but none of us have any personal experience with.
None.
So we are going to try to be ginger about
No
it
one.
and respectful.
Yes.
So, Hilaria Baldwin, who is the wife of Alec Baldwin, although I hate introducing women as the wife of so-and-so, but everybody knows Alec Baldwin, probably.
Yeah.
His wife, Hilaria, posted last week. She posted a photo of herself in underwear and a bra, and it was a little bump photo. And she said, I just want to share with you guys that I am most likely experiencing a miscarriage. I promised myself that if I were to get pregnant again, I would share the news with you guys pretty early, even if that means suffering a public loss. So she went on to post a big caption about how she has no shame or embarrassment about this experience, and she felt that it was really important to go through this publicly because of the shame and the stigma that surrounds having a miscarriage for women. She got a lot of hateful comments saying that she's attention seeking and that this was absolutely not okay to be talking about and that she just wanted attention in her bra and underwear and all that stuff. And then she got a ton of positive love comments from people who have experienced miscarriages and people who are wishing her well. So essentially she's had 4 children. So this isn't her first baby. But I found it so interesting and brave of her to... She knew going in when she posted this photo that the baby had a slow heartbeat. She had already been for the first ultrasound and they were saying the heartbeat's not as strong as we'd like it to be. We need to keep an eye on it. It might not be viable. So that's a very strong option. It's not like this was a healthy pregnancy to begin with. So I think that's why she wanted to go through it publicly, because she knew going into it. It wasn't a shock. And even though it was a grief for her, it wasn't as big of a shock if this is what was to happen. So she actually just posted this morning that there was no heartbeat at her scan. So she had officially miscarried. She posted a photo of her and her children saying that she felt so lucky that she was able to go home to 4 of her own heartbeats that she had already created, and that while this baby didn't have as long as of a chance or a life as her other children got to have, that it was still one of her children, because it is. Essentially, that is kind of the story. And she went on a bunch of talk shows to kind of discuss why she decided to come out publicly and go through this miscarriage very publicly and openly on such like a broad platform. And yeah, like just discussing the hate that she got from it. So essentially, I feel like there is a huge stigma around women having miscarriages.
100%. I think it's a really good thing that she was strong enough to post about it and just like be open about, you know, something that's very hard for a lot of people. And I think the problem is the people who will feel offended or feel like, oh, you shouldn't be sharing this, think, or like she wants attention or something. I feel like they think there's some kind of obligation for you to do the same or for everyone to do the same.
Yeah.
But it's all personal, you know? It's all about
That's interesting.
you. And we do need people that can just step up and be open and honest for the people who can't, you know? For the people who don't feel like, you know, they can be as, you know, open to the people around them about a situation like that. So I don't know, I think it's good, like, it's progressive. I think it will help shift people's mindset in the shame department, for sure.
And I personally I mean, I guess personally, if I was to have a miscarriage, I would feel ashamed in the sense... I don't like to say shame.
I think you almost feel bad that people have to feel sorry. Like, you don't want the pity in a way. Like,
yeah.
Like, I feel like if you're going to miscarry, 9 times out of 10 it's not because you like fell down on the ground and you caused your miscarriage.
But maybe like also that's where it kind of comes from. Like maybe it comes from like,
it does come from
feeling like it's your fault.
Like it's your fault
that you didn't
what
do
did
all
you do
you
wrong?
could do. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what she did speak about in the interview that she had on the Daily Show, some sort of morning show. She said women come to me because she's a yoga instructor and like very into fitness, and they say like, I didn't know I was pregnant and I did this yoga pose, and she essentially just said like, it's very hard to screw up
to bring it
a
on
healthy
yourself.
pregnancy and bring it on yourself. Like, it's very much science like,
yeah, like think about it. Like how could people be having babies if it was as simple as doing the wrong yoga pose?
Yeah.
To induce a miscarriage.
For all these years that humans have existed.
Like no, there's no way. Like,
definitely miscarriages scientifically, there's something wrong chromosomally with your child, and it's a terrible, painful, grieving loss, but it's probably better for you and that child.
Yeah. And it's completely out of your control.
And I know a lot of people will say it's religious and have whatever reasons they want to back it, and that's perfectly fine. But it is out of your control, and the shame associated with it is societal, and it's cultural, and it's not scientific or even necessarily something that needs to be felt. I think if anything, I would feel personally that I was not able to perform the one thing that a woman is supposed to perform. And I know that is such a hard thing to say out loud as an empowered woman who does feel in a stable relationship, in a loving relationship, and I know my partner would never think that of me. But I would personally feel that I did this and that it was on me to create our child, and I failed him.
Yeah.
That is the type of shame that I would carry. I wouldn't necessarily carry the shame of other people having to know. And that's why she decided to post about it very early on, because of that rule of not being able to tell anyone for 3 months. Or that like societal rule that everyone follows. And we follow it for our own safety and our own protection of our hearts. That if something did go wrong, that we wouldn't have to come back and renege and say like, no, I'm sorry, I lost it. And that's the other thing, is that it's like saying that sentence, like, I lost the baby. Like, you didn't lose it. Like, you didn't do anything to lose it. So I kind of hate that saying, and I kind of hate that 3-month rule, because so many women are excited when they have a pregnancy, and it is a beautiful thing. And a miscarriage is a terrible, hard thing, but it is part of your journey, I believe.
I think with the 3-month thing, I get where that comes from, because if you're jumping to tell someone right after you do a pregnancy test and you're telling your entire family, that's probably not a good move.
I think that people forget that miscarriages, like, they tell you 3 months because your miscarriage, if you have one, will most likely, like, the percentage is higher that it would happen in the first 3 months. Like, technically in a pregnancy, you can miscarry at any point.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe the shame that you feel farther down your pregnancy if you have a miscarriage, maybe that shame, like I said, I've never...
it's different. You're not you're like 3 months, you're maybe not showing as much.
Yeah. And just like with this topic, I agree with you, Brittany, where you're saying it's like very progressive. And even when Michelle first told me about it, I was like, I feel like all of this is good. Like, I think this is good. But watching the interview, I personally couldn't help but feel like weird. But then again, I said, but that's fully because the stigma is we don't talk about this. We don't share this on public television. And
we do that with so many things.
And I just feel like and then what you just said just resonated with me so much that, like, people are forgetting doesn't mean you're obligated to do that. And that's true. And that made me feel like,
and that
like,
is
that's
what you
true with
said.
everything in life.
Yeah, because when you were first explaining it just now, like, my immediate thought was like, oh my god, I would never do that. Like, you know, I was just
it's like, wait.
I was like, what the heck? Like, no, I would never do that. I would never share that information. It's so personal to me.
Yeah.
You know, I would never do that. And then I immediately was like throwing like my own like
what you would
situation,
do.
what I would do onto like what this person did. And then I took a step back and I was like, well, if she's able to talk about it, like, that's a good thing still. Like, you know,
that's
like
her journey.
And if anything, it makes me feel like when I'm alone or something, and if I was in that situation, I would feel less alone, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what you were saying. Even this morning, you were saying that, oh, I forget what you said. You said something along the lines of, like, making other people feel bad that this is happening to them, or scared?
Oh, yeah.
Creating a fear.
Like,
of
it is
happening.
a sensitive topic in the sense that, like, let's say you're getting pregnant again it's your third time now that you've been trying. You've already had 2 miscarriages. You go on your Instagram feed and you see this. I do think there will be the handful of people that will see this post and be, like, so triggered that, oh my God, no, I can't look at that. Like, I can't read this. Like, now it's going to happen to me. Like, just feed into that. Because there's a lot of people who really do believe, like, whatever you're thinking is going to go to the baby, or, like, I need to be positive for the baby. Like, there's people who are, especially if they've lost so many prior to that pregnancy, like I can understand the superstitions.
Why are you on? You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah,
I said it's comparable to feeling
and then
crappy
she
about
said
yourself
this
by looking at a fitness influencer.
Yeah, and that's true.
You can't allow that fear to like permeate your life. And I think what she's doing is very important, as well as very hard for probably a lot of women to see. But hopefully for a lot more women, it's making them feel less alone in such a hard, dark time.
Yeah. And so that in the future, like, less people feel like those women right now
that
feel so alarmed by it.
I think that this can also relate to, like, she's, like, I guess in my opinion, one of the first women I've seen speak out about a miscarriage so openly, to the point of posting pictures, updating her followers, hey, this morning there was no heartbeat. That is very intimate. But she's, I guess, one of the first in the public eye to do that with miscarriages. I mean, miscarriages have been spoken about before, and I feel like women have been trying to already break that stigma, but to go about it this way and share, like, a play-by-play experience is very, like, I've never seen this before. And it reminds me of when women on YouTube and celebrities, and, like, bigger beauty influencers that I follow started first speaking about, like, their, I believe it's IVF treatments. And I remember a story that really stood with me was this one beauty guru. Her name is Desi Perkins, and she was talking about how, guys, like, you've been commenting for a long time, like, when are you guys having a baby? Like, okay, but are you trying to have kids yet? Like, don't do that. Like, basically trying to, like, let them know, like,
it's a sensitive topic.
And I'm not, and this is what's really going on. And it was very vulnerable, and I think it's good because prior to that, none of her followers knew she was going through that. And I think that when you have a platform like that, it's good to use it in that way. Like, to each his own, right? Like, if you don't want to share that, no one's obligating you. But if you choose to do that, you are helping someone. I think that, although it was, like, unconventional what she did, I do think she helped a lot of people.
Yeah, and I think that is what people resonate with when you have a platform. I know that I gravitate toward authenticity and vulnerability and realness, and that's as real as it gets. She went through something horrible, and she is still going through it. I just checked her Insta story right now. She just posted herself in a hospital gown saying just came through the procedure, I guess, of the DNC procedure of getting the fetus taken out. And she said, I'm back home now, and if you guys see, she was definitely struggling with the paparazzi, like, publishing these pictures with her. So she was like, you guys will see me out and about, and I'll be pretty ginger for the next couple of days after this procedure. But just normalizing it because miscarriages are common, and they are definitely shamed. I feel like every woman knows another woman who's had one, and it's always talked about in hushed tones.
A dark secret.
It's always like, I have to tell you something, like, one time I had a miscarriage, and it's not always. There are definitely more women who, but most times, and it happens to a lot of women. It happens in 15% of known pregnancies. So that's not even to say the pregnancies that you didn't know that you had a miscarriage on because you didn't even know you were pregnant. Your body just miscarried on its own. But 15% of all known pregnancies end in miscarriage. And like I said, everyone knows somebody who's gone through it, and it's definitely a very female-centric secret. Like, you can tell your girlfriends about that. I know people in my family have gone through them, and it's a worry that I've had. I've wondered if, because, like, the women in my family have dealt with it, if I'm going to have to go through it, and I've definitely prepared myself for that reality. And I feel, I do hope that younger girls will be more prepared for that reality, that it is not, you that did something wrong, that a lot of women go through it, and it's more something to be prepared for as a possible reality. Not, that's just my way of thinking about it, because I am the type of person who likes to be prepared. I know some people will be like, I'm not even going to think about that. I'm not going to bring it on to myself. I don't think that's the way the world works. I think personally for myself, understanding that people I love and I care about have gone through this experience means that it's not my fault. I'm just a victim of the universe if that was to happen to me, and I can be prepared for that if God forbid, if it happens.
I think that when it comes to this topic, there will always kind of be, maybe the stigma will eventually die, but there will always be women who are comfortable sharing this information. I think it's really also based on how you experience grief and how you deal with your grief.
It is a very personal,
and how you're able to be vulnerable in general.
Yeah,
you know? Like, I feel like there's the stigma of being vulnerable, like, is being weak, so you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So with a lot of things that are personal or like intimate, so
not to mention the men that have also lost a child. They're experiencing it as well. It's just
that's interesting too.
It is a secret that affects both parties involved, and I think, like you said, like, the stigma is not going to completely go away and shouldn't feel forced to go away. I think the shame associated with it needs to go away. I don't think that means that everyone needs to step forward and tell their story, because it is intensely personal.
Yeah.
But I think even the fact that we still have shame around getting periods is insane to me.
It's
and
so
just
weird.
So much about the
so I'm gonna just
experience.
Say period, vagina.
Blood.
Lots of it.
I think so much about the female experience needs to be talked about openly, and I think Hilaria Baldwin did such a great job doing that, and I commend her so much. And anybody who feels touched by this, I encourage you to, like, pour support onto her right now, because that's all we can do as women, and all we can do on a social platform of someone we don't know but who was so brave to do that. And just know that you're not alone.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, you're not.
Okay, guys, thanks so much for listening to another episode of Woahman. Make sure you guys check us out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leave a comment or review on our Apple
a nice
podcast.
one only.
Please
Just
and thank
kidding.
you.
Just kidding. It can be negative.
Follow us at WoXman. Also report Woahman. Because honestly,
we're never gonna get that handle. It's literally fine.
Giveaway for whoever gets that account reported.
Giveaway.
A monetary value to
Esther's promising. Don't promise
person that gets that reported.
No, seriously, if anyone knows how we can, like, contact Instagram and be like, hey,
Instagram's
give
a
us
snake.
that.
If anybody has
Let
a
us
link
know.
directly to Mark Zuckerberg, we can use
directly
it.
to Instagram, let me know.
Thank you.
Thank
Anyways,
you.
thanks for listening.
Anyways, we love you guys. We hope you enjoyed. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.